Well, summer's here, and we have to remember this day and year-round to protect your skin. So this morning we are talking with the Chief Resident in Dermatology, Dr. Holly Gunn from Hershey Medical Center. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, of course, the perfect day, the first full day of summer for us today, and it is so hot outside. How important is it to take care of your skin?
Oh, it's so important to take care of your skin, and there's many products out there that we can use. There's also a lot of rumors saying that sunscreens are bad or that they can cause skin cancer too, but what we know is that UV rays cause skin cancer.
So protect yourself, right?
Exactly.
Now, when you do start shopping for sunscreens, I mean, we see everything from SPF 4 to SPF 100. What do we need to do to make sure it's a smart decision? We are protecting our skin.
Yeah. Well, as physicians, we look at the science and we look at the research behind these products and what's causing cancer. So we know that we should be reapplying our sunscreen every 2 hours and after swimming too.
Because a lot of times if you do jump in the water, you know, even if it says waterproof, right, you need to make sure that you reapply it anyway.
Yeah, and that's why the FDA just actually made changes where manufacturers are no longer to put on their labeling that they're sweat-proof or waterproof, because we know they just don't last that long.
And if it starts to feel really hot outside, of course, you just want to keep on putting it on just to be safe.
Yeah,
right?
if you ever feel the heat, like if your face starts burning and you're feeling that, then you probably are already gotten too much. So you need to either get out of the sun or at least reapply your sunscreen.
And of course, keep that in mind with kids too. You do not want to forget that when it comes to kids. So let's get back to this SPF deal. What is the lowest that we need to talk about in terms of SPF when you're still protecting your skin?
Well, the American Academy of Dermatology recommends that we use SPF 15 or higher on a daily basis. Now, if you're going to be in direct sunlight, you need to use an SPF 30 or higher. You also want to make sure that you're using both UVA and UVB protection. So when you go buy a product, look at the label, make sure it says both UVA and UVB.
What's the difference between those two?
Well, UVA rays also cause skin cancer. They are also more related to the aging side of sun exposure too, so causing wrinkling and sunspots. UVB is more of the rays that actually cause the true sunburn and that redness that you get.
So you want to combine the two.
That's right.
So
you're going to get the best protection.
Okay, and then when you're talking about other ways to protect yourself, because it's not just sunscreen, right? Protective clothing too will work?
Definitely. And clothing's actually better than sunscreen. So if you can use the sun hats, the sun clothing, I like to use umbrellas, because if you don't want to lather up on the sunscreen or you know you've already been out too long, you can use an umbrella to protect yourself.
Now, what do you do in terms of, okay, you've been outside, you forgot to put on the sunscreen. Now you have to deal with it. What do you do with a sunburn? What are the best ideas?
Well, if you have a sunburn, then use moisturizers. If it's painful, you can take pain medication. Really, prevention is the key, because once you get it, you're going to have to deal with the results, unfortunately.
You're going to regret it, right?
That's right.
All right. Well, Doctor, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We'll have more information on our website, fox43.com. And you are heading over to Lancaster, correct?
That's right. I'll be at Lancaster Skin Center.
Okay, so we'll have a link to that as well on our website, fox43.com. All you have to do is click on the Morning News tab. Stay safe out there when you head out in the sun, but stay with us for the rest of the morning. We'll be back in just a few minutes.